is so valuable.
And 1 quarter to go in a game that to this point has not been an evenly fought contest. On the court now for the Suns, getting going here in the fourth. They've got Jones. Durant is out there with O'Neal. Then there's Plumlee, and it's Allen in at the 2 guard. Plumlee. A kick out to O'Neal. Off target from three-point range.
You know what, though? Sometimes you can be too open. I think it may have surprised him, and that's why he missed.
Outside, Porter takes the 3. And it's Phoenix with the rebound. Plumlee's got 4 rebounds now tonight. Allen passes to Jones. Back to Allen. Smith against Plumlee. Rebound by Smith. Smith's got 4 rebounds in this game. And it's Milwaukee's ball. A little over a minute of the fourth quarter gone right now. And finished off by Porter.
Look at Porter going into attack mode, getting his shot and a trip to the line.
And let's quickly check out the scoring breakdown here for the Bucks.
They've been playing some really physical offense, just attacking the paint as much as possible. And I tell you what, they have been very successful with that strategy.
We probably have to touch on as well that tonight their penetration has been awesome. I mean, they put force on this game, attacking off the bounce, and the willingness to do that has paid off.
Now here's Jones. Plumlee with a screen on Porter. Jones looking for an opening. Durant just inside the line. That's in, coming off an assist from Jones. Jones has got his 5th assist in this one. Now here's Porter. Trent outside. Lets it go with the 3. Plumlee with the rebound. Plumlee's got 5 rebounds tonight. O'Neal. It's hauled in by Trent. Milwaukee's gotten off to an 0 for 2 start from downtown here in the fourth quarter. And you think about rookies coming into the NBA, it seems, Brent, that veterans are a little bit easier on the rookies now than they were in the past.
I think we romanticize, Kevin, a lot of those stories that we heard from the old days about veteran players giving it to the younger players. And certainly that's going to happen, especially at the beginning of the season. But these guys have known each other for a long time, and these friendships and bonds have started from years ago. So a little bit less and less, but it's still fun to poke at the rookies, just a little bit.
Nick Richards, he's checked in for the Suns. Martin comes in for Grayson Allen. Pass to Connaughton, beyond the arc, buries the long-range jumper.
That's a high percentage look when the D doesn't fight over the screen.
The coach over there just asking for one simple thing, and that's some effort. Got burned on that one.
Now here's Jones. Outside, O'Neal. Looking for Richards and gets it there. Martin kicks to Jones. Over Porter. And the Suns miss again.
Well, he's a guy they count on to produce from the mid-range. He doesn't miss too many open looks from there.
Trent with it. Outside, Porter. Portis sets the pick for Porter. And another 3 for Milwaukee.
It's been this way since halftime. Tremendous production from beyond the arc.
Yeah, pretty infectious right here. Guys in good spirits, and percentages from downtown on the rise in the second half.
And then Durant with the dunk.
Yeah, a lot of years behind Kevin Durant, but that doesn't mean he's still not going to get up.
For Milwaukee, they've gone 3 of 6 from the field so far in the fourth quarter. Porter looking it over. Every team eventually goes through a coaching change, Brent, and how jarring is that when it happens, for instance, in midseason?
Well, Kevin, it can be pretty devastating for some teams, but for other teams, that change could be refreshing. And a lot of times, if the coach has had a longer tenure with the team, you can feel like a fish out of water with a new voice coming in.
Looking at who's out there now for the Bucks. Lopez comes in for Smith, and it's Jackson in for Pat Connaughton. Right side, Kevin Durant. They set the pick. To the paint, here's Richards, and he dunks it down.
Well, his length and then his quickness, Durant, you just can't cover the guy. An absolute nightmare matchup. And then you add the pick and roll to it.
And so it's Porter bringing it up now for the Bucks. So far in the fourth quarter, they've allowed just 6 points. And finished off by Porter.
And we know Kevin Porter Jr. is capable of having big nights, and the way he's playing, this could be one.
Booker against Trent. Three-pointer. And Booker is good for 3. Booker's got 10 points in just the second half.
And boy, he's really in a groove. Dominant performance last game. Same thing this time out.
Seems to be nobody standing in his way. No roadblocks for him to get to his spot, capitalize, and continue to be aggressive.
Serious hops from Porter on that one, slamming it down with authority.
Outside, Beal. That 3 off the mark.
And a big lead for them on both the scoreboard and the backboard thus far.
And here is Portis. And he drops in the layup off the glass. Portis has got his first 2 points of the night.
Not easy to keep Bobby Portis away from the painted area where he carves out a lot of room and just works hard.
Outside, Beal. Outside, KD. He scores his 6th bucket from the floor with that one. He's shot the ball 11 times.
Yeah, it's been years and years of coaches trying to figure out how you stop Kevin Durant. Just so long, so agile, and too good.
Now a timeout called by Milwaukee. They're ahead by 34. And now we present our New Balance Player of the Game, Damian Lillard.
And it's been a ridiculous performance in the best sense possible. I mean, everything about his game has been working. And no matter what they throw at him, he's had the answer.
And with the playoffs on the horizon, he'll be looking to stay in peak form as long as he can. Jones, the pass to Durant. His 3-pointers off the mark.
Not quite enough defense that time around. Just lucky he was off.
Antetokounmpo dishes to Lopez. Back to Giannis. Brent, of all the things I could ask you, I've thought about this one. What would you say is the most important thing a team has to do to be an NBA champion?
Kevin, it's pretty simple. Accept your role. And when that happens, stars will be stars, and role players will be there to support the stars in any way they possibly can. But to accept your role and to sacrifice for the good of the team, it's going to give you a chance to hold that trophy.
Well, guys, this was never really a contest, just a total obliteration, if you will. And you can safely say mission accomplished now for the Bucks.
You know, it's tough to put your finger on the deciding factor in this one, but I'd say that the shooting accuracy made the difference.
Yeah, I think you're on point, Kevin. They got better looks, and that tends to lead to a better field goal percentage.
And this will make it 41 victories for them on the year.
And so they win their first game against this squad. It's a 2-game season series, and they'll be going for the sweep the next time they face off.
And you know, when you look at the huge impact he had, just a monster game for Lillard.
Well, those points he had tonight, all critical, all from energy and activity. He just never seemed to stop.
That one misses.
I think what makes Giannis special is how uncomplicated he is. The man is just an incredible, pure athlete who simply loves the game of basketball. That's all there is to it.
Now Lillard After Devin Booker missing on that last three-pointer. Lopez, a screen on Jones. And he makes good on the layup. Lillard's got 35 in the game.
This arena was rocking throughout the night. You could really feel the energy.
Yeah, huge motivation, always great for a young team, but veteran players also appreciate when fans come with that kind of energy and get into the spirit of the game. That's just a lapse right there. No matter what, somebody has to be there and get a hand up in the shooter's face.
Here's Lillard. Drives to the hoop. Kicks it out to Giannis. And it's off from three-point range. So no problem for Milwaukee as they get the win. It was a tale of two teams tonight. One that was in total control, operating flawlessly, and the other just searching for answers that they could never find.
I mean, the energy here is just so tremendous. Fans involved from the get-go, and once they started to really pour it on, it was fun to see that rhythm and flow from their perspective.
And now let's go over to David Aldridge from the sideline for an interview with our player of the game. Hey, David.
Thanks very much, Damian. It was a big night for everyone from long range. How did you get those shots?
I thought we just executed well. Yesterday we went over a lot of offense, 5-on-0. The second group we walked through a lot of offense, and it was an emphasis to come out here and execute, run our plays, and get higher quality looks, and we did that, and I think it showed in the way we shot the ball. So we got to continue that.
Great spacing and great flow, man. Congrats on the win. Back to you.
All right, David, thank you. Well, folks, that's going to do it for now. For Greg Anthony, Brent Barry, and David Aldridge, this is Kevin Harlan. Thanks for watching the NBA, presented by 2K Sports. And now, our player of the game, Damian Lillard.